Hi there and welcome to the channel of A Disappointed Man with me, Jason Kennedy, the Disappointed Man. And it is Tuesday, so that means tags, but I haven't been tagged this week. No matter, I went over to MJ's channel, Reading This Life, and I've borrowed her New Year tag. Thank you, MJ. Link in the description below. There are 7 prompts, so let's begin. Number 1. How many books are you planning to read in 2023? I don't have a specific number in mind. I suppose it will be a lot. I'll be reading on 2 fronts. Firstly, for my studies, I'll have to show some discipline and read systematically and keep a careful record of everything I read. And as part of that, I'll also be reading more literary theory. Each particular literary work calls out for a particular theoretical approach, so the more of them you're familiar with, the better. And then there is my reading for the channel, where I'm also keeping a very careful record. In fact, it's already up on my website, link in the description below if you want to follow along and keep track with me of all the stuff I'm managing to read. There's already quite an accumulation of material, including recommendations from you, my esteemed viewers. Okay, next. Number 2, name 5 books that you didn't get to last year but want to make a priority in 2023. Okay, I've chosen these just because I think they would be great fun to sit down and read. First one is this, Hidden Lives by Simon Garfield. This is a great project. These are the everyday diaries of a forgotten Britain, 1945 to 1948. Yes, they're just written by regular people, but they are absolutely fascinating. I'll just read you an entry by way of example. This is from Tuesday the 3rd of July 1945 and it's by Edie Rutherford. School of one of the teachers next door was burgled Saturday night. Staff tea for 2 months went, also some money. The burglars made themselves tea in the staff room. Police suspect louds, old pupils who know their way about. Teacher says petty theft among school children these days is appalling. That's just very amusing, isn't it? Some things never change. Next up, I have a couple of literary biographies. First of which is this, the famous Richard Elmann biography of Oscar Wilde. It's just such a big book. It's hard to find the time required to go through it. Maybe this year, who knows? Next, this is really good. It's by Brenda Maddox. D.H. Lawrence, The Married Man. Yeah, this is great. I've read the first few chapters. I would love to sit down and read the rest. Highly recommended. Then, autobiography. It's My Life and Loves by Frank Harris. It's got the great artwork on the front. It's also another monster. You see, I'm just kind of dreaming, wasting my year buried in these. This is so amusing and it's full of his sexual adventures. He was a contemporary of Oscar Wilde. Be great to read that this year. And the last one, something of a curiosity, it's Lost in the Tiger, and it's about these peasants called the Lykov family, and they ran away when events in Russia were getting rather hairy into the Siberian forest, the taiga, and they stayed there basically for the rest of their lives, and they completely missed World War II, and they were found many, many decades later by some scientists. It's an amazing story. I first came across it in an article on the Smithsonian Institute website. I'll put a link to that. And I just find this tale of survival really fascinating. So those are the books I'd read. Let's have the next prompt. Number 3, what genre do you want to read more of? I don't usually think in terms of genre too much. As regular viewers of the channel will know, I'm making my way through these Norton anthologies. There are 6 volumes about English literature. I'm on the 2nd one and I'm up to The Fairy Queen by Sir Edmund Spenser. And basically reading all 6 volumes of this, which will be about 5,000 pages, will take me through all the best of all the genres. So that will take care of prompt 3. The next one. 4, name 3 non-book related goals for 2023. Okay, first I'll start with 3 impossible goals. 1 would be visit Japan. I know I don't live very far away, but with all this COVID stuff going on, it's made it so much more complicated. It'll just have to wait for now. 2 would be a hot air balloon ride. I'd love to do that. And 3 is own a parrot. I keep begging my wife to let me get a parrot. So many people in Taiwan have them and she just keeps saying no. So now here are my more realistic and kind of boring goals that I can manage. 1, try to worry less. It would be great if I could just be more positive more of the time. 2, go to bed earlier. This channel has kept me awake so many nights editing the videos. As they've grown more complicated, I've kind of resigned myself to spending 2 days making the complicated videos now. So yes, getting to bed on time. And 3, eat more avocados. My target for the year is 3 figures. Yeah, 100 avocados in 1 year. My favorite food, so why not? Okay, next prompt. Number 5, what's a book you've had forever that you still need to read? Well, there are so many of them behind me, hundreds of them actually, but one that really does annoy me, that I am yet to really make a dent in it when it's there on the shelf every day staring at me, is of course Proust. It's the 3 volumes of In Search of Lost Time. It's such an amazing literary work, and yet I've barely managed, 200 pages of them. I have to do better. But when will I get the time? I'd need 3 months on a tropical island by myself, right? So there we have it. Next prompt. Number 6, one word describing 2023. Well, it's only 10 days old, isn't it? It's a little premature. I'll go with optimism. Last year was a very challenging year for The Disappointed Man, but it was also my most successful year. This year, I would like it to be less challenging and more successful. It was also the year I started this channel, and I got so much pleasure, so much deep joy out of pouring all my energies into making these videos. I hope I will be even more productive this year. So there we have it. Optimism. There is one more prompt. Number 7, tag some people. No, I will just let anyone who wants to do this tag go right ahead and give it a shot. And now it's time for my goodbye. Be safe, be strong, and I shall see you anon. Nanu nanu.